Yo, what is up, my Knights of the Round Table, and welcome back to Music Night with the Night. We got another Freshy Kanal battle. This is the Hulk versus Frankenstein's monster. This is gonna be fucking great. Featuring Eric the Audible fight, Conflict Crayon, not Fight Marker. Sorry, that's an inside joke. If you've been in their Twitch streams, you would get the joke. But Conflict Crayon and Mr. Tibbs, Conflict Crayon, aka Fight Marker. But let's get into it. I'm a comic book fan, so I'm going for the Hulk. By the way. Though I'm a monster movie fan, too. But my loyalties will always lie with comic books. Most of the time. Ooh, I like that beat. Victor Frankenstein! Bruce Banner.
Victor Frankenstein is the greater mind with the crazy rhymes to be silent where your destinies reside. Oh! For taking his life and strangling her life. She ain't alive.
Damn! Off the gate, bro. No. No. You know his mom. You know that's a sensitive subject, bro. Oh, gamma to that beta.
You talk an awful lot about your knowledge for a loser who flunked a school project and dropped out of college.
Ooh, hey, you gonna break him down? Damn!
Your ship sailed to the Arctic, haunted by darkness, as you put that to a carcass. After all your hardships, that's the wonder that you are the one they confuse as monstrous.
Woo! Because it's Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein.
Everybody said your work's piss poor. You could power up a monster with your shit store. What you trying to give free will to a freak for? If you wanted to do that, you could have just freed Igor. I see your experiment as an absolute win. Enough of your family.
I've seen this as an absolute win.
Why don't you take a day off? You're getting your work and love life confused. I can't even tell if it's the monster or your sister that you're trying to screw.
Self-loathing reclaims the only life you create when you and your cousin reproduce.
Oh!
Were the Soviets and gave birth to your biggest terror. All the green that you've seen in your life came out of a printing error. What's this? There's beating in the Spectre's organs. I must leave you for more important work now. Call me Edward Norton.
Damn.
And the rest of the world will see that I was right. Society's mind is a build different. Bring your puppies to our children. Yes, I don't give a fuck when I kill bitches. I'm just a monster that made me high. Came from the fuck that I'm shady. Like you're richer than you told me. You're only for green when you're under your Tony. You're full of space, cause social make you look like a bitch. Such a minus one. Been a widow with a heart you dead.
Oh!
With you when you couldn't take a head. But I'll push you to the edge like your last journey with Glenn.
Hauntingly horrific how your face resembles melted plastic.
Oh my god, he getting in his ass, boy. It's about to happen. Woo! Bro, that might have been Freshy's best battle. That might have been Freshy's best battle. Bro. That might have been Freshy's best battle, y'all. That might have been Freshy's best battle. That might be Freshy's best battle. That took me by surprise. That really took me by surprise. And I really shouldn't be surprised when it comes to Freshy. But that one hit different. It hit different. So, before I give the winner, 10 out of 10 battle. 10 out of 10. 30 out of 10. 100 out of 10. Perfect. Masterpiece battle here. Now we're going to do the breakdown. We're going to decide the winner. Because right now they're kind of neck and neck to me, so I need to re-listen to kind of figure this out. Gotta say, I love the voice cast as well. I think everybody's perfect as their voice. I gotta say that, like, it's always good to hear, like, voice match the character. Love the beat, man. I love the drawings too. I love everything.
The Frankenstein is the greater mind with the crazy rhymes to be pleased inside and insane.
So, Victor Frankenstein is the greatest mind. Let me make sure I get it all right here. Victor Frankenstein is the greater mind, not greatest mind.
Frankenstein is the greater mind
with the crazy rhymes to be placed inside an asylum where your dad stays residing. So, he's saying, I'm a greater mind than you, Bruce, with crazy rhymes like an asylum where your dad resides. Bruce Banner's dad was fucking highly abusive, man. He was fucking highly abusive. And he murdered Bruce's mother. Like, it's fucked up off real.
Insane asylum where your dad stays residing to pay the price for taking his wife and strangling her life.
She's alive! Alive! That's the most famous thing from the Frankenstein books. So, she ain't alive, strangling her like she ain't alive. So, he's kind of flipping his famous saying, and, you know, Bruce's mother is a real sensitive subject for him. Like, off real, like, Victor Frankenstein's going for some fucking smoke. Then he died in a grave with a cracked neck. Yeah, like, Bruce's memories are kind of fucked up. Like, the Hulk is actually Bruce's split personality. Like, he was so abused as a kid, like, he got split personality. Jedi robe, weird. Star Wars is not MCU canon. What the fuck? Arms a little shorter. Shoe. The MCU must spike hair, iconic mustache. That's General Ross, basically. Oh, Frankenstein, your parents back together. He'll resurrect them.
Send the parents back together so my students got a couple.
So my students got a couple of failures to laugh at. Oh God, he's gonna do Franken parents. Good lord, dude, why is he such a dick?
Failures to laugh at. I know you deployed the ultimate roids, but my chemistry is greater.
So you deployed the ultimate roids, and my chemistry is greater. Bruce Banner is a genius when it comes to in the field of chemistry and radiation. This quiet boy turned a quiet boy to a blind destroyer. Yes, Bruce is a very shy and timid person.
Quiet boy to a blind destroyer
by adding some gamma to this beta. He's calling Bruce a beta. Beta is somebody that's weaker. And gamma is in that same term. But I don't know the full definition of what a gamma is. But I just know it's in the same term as beta, alpha, omega, even gamma, kappa. So I'm not really too sure what the definition of gamma is in that relation. The Illuminati voted and agreed to send your green into the space van. Yeah, so Fresh is pulling in some more comic book references, and I applaud him for that. So yes, the Illuminati in the comic books voted to send Hulk to space, and he came back and he wasn't happy. That was a bad idea by Tony. That was a real bad idea. Yes, the Illuminati in the comics was Tony Stark, Reed Richards, Black Bolt, Charles Xavier, Namor, Black Panther. Was that it, or was there a seventh? Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange was the seventh. Yeah, Doctor Strange. There we go. But yeah, so they voted and they agreed to send him to space. He came back. He was not fucking happy. By the way, fuck Namor. I fucking hate Namor. I hate him as a character. I've always hated Namor. I had to get my Namor hate out.
Into space, man. The stories people tell of you take even bigger stretches than your waistband.
The stories people tell of you take even bigger stretches than your waistband because Hulk's pants never break. They has that ultimate waistband right there, man. I need some of those pants, especially around the holidays. So he's saying your stories stretch. So his stories stretch long to kind of fill. He's saying his stories are filler, which some of them can be. When I rap, I go ham like it's Lou's acting. This is a reference to Lou Ferrigno, who played Hulk in the '70s show.
Like it's Lou's acting, no matter how much.
He's even got like the wig he wore.
Do you think the brutes manage will steal it?
The brutes manage, Bruce, get it? You'll stay like your movie lore, a loose cannon. Ooh, a loose cannon! So the Incredible Hulk is canon to the MCU, but it's a loose canon, kind of, because, you know, Disney doesn't own the rights to Hulk. Universal does, so they can't really reference a lot of the shit that happened in the Incredible Hulk, so it's kind of like semi-canon. It's a loose cannon, and Hulk is a loose cannon, meaning he can turn on you. That's a deep layer bar right there.
Your movie's lore, a loose cannon.
Whoa there, bud. You talk an awful lot about your knowledge for a loser who flunked a school project and dropped out of college.
I mean, yeah, this is kind of self-explanatory, but yeah. I remember I read that book. Oh no, I popped my lenses. Oh no. If you have glasses, you understand. Can't be doing reactions with smudges. But, yeah, that's true. But, like, Mary Shelley is a fucking weird person. I just want to get that way. Mary Shelley's fucking weird.
God went through
Okay.
college for a loser.
Yes, he did drop out of college and flunk a school project.
Who flunked a school project and dropped out of college. It's not manly.
Nature's not made to play God with. No, that was the whole point. He played God.
God went through life from a lab, but you couldn't grow a conscience with all the organs you hard.
He grew life from a lab but couldn't grow a conscience. Yeah, he grave robbed, basically, and put Frankenstein together. You have more of a hole in your heart than...
More of a hole in your heart than Tony Stark does.
So, the hole in the heart is like the arc reactor, and it really depends on which version of canon you're looking at. If you're looking at the original, I believe they tortured him to the point his heart just gave out, and the arc reactor kept him alive. And the MCU, I believe it was shrapnel entering his heart and has holes in his heart, and the arc reactor kind of keeps the shrapnel from entering. But, there you go.
Your relationships failed, so your ship sailed to the arc.
Your relationships failed, so your ship sailed. You ship them together.
Arctic, haunted by darkness, sets you with it.
Yeah, haunted by darkness, with a darkness. Yes, I believe they did go to the Antarctic in the book. And I think in the Robert De Niro movie too.
Arctic sets around your hardships. That's no wonder that you're the one they confuse as monster.
Yes, this is really good bar here because everybody calls the monster Frankenstein when he's not. It's the doctor's Frankenstein. His name's Victor Frankenstein. In the book, it's called the monster. It's Frankenstein's monster, but everybody calls the monster Frankenstein. So he's saying, Bruce is saying, it's no wonder they confuse you as the monster. They confuse you as monsters. They confuse you as the monster. There's a Frank on the menu and this creature eats.
Eats the emergency exit when your grief is peaked. You were so hot-headed and unleashed the beach. Your pride knocked you out in a fever dream. Everybody said your
Yes, his pride did fuck him over.
work's piss poor. You could power up a monster with your shit store. What you trying
Yes, he needed lightning and a storm to power up the monster.
to give free will to a freak for? If you wanted to do that, you could have just freed Igor.
Why do you give free will to a freak for? If you wanted to do that, you could just free Igor. Igor was like a hunchback. He was something. He's basically Victor Frankenstein's assistant.
I know that's harsh, but hey, I see your experiment as an absolute
This is a reference to the MCU meme and Endgame quote. I see this as an absolute win! Time travel!
left enough of your family's corpses behind to give your undead pal some new skin.
Left your undead family behind enough to give your new pal some new skin. Your undead pal some new skin. That's where his skin came from, was his family. I believe Victor Frankenstein was obsessed with he became obsessed with death and bringing people back to life after his brother died, I believe, or his sister died. One of his family members died, and he became obsessed with that.
Why don't you take a day off? You're getting your work and love life confused. I can't even tell if it's the monster or your sister that you're trying to screw.
You're getting your work confused. I can't even tell if it's the monster or your sister you're trying to screw. So Frankenstein's monster has bolt screws in his neck as lightning rods, basically. And he's saying, you trying to screw your sister there, buddy? A little sweet home Alabama. Is that what you're trying to do there? Possibly. I mean, it is Mary Shelley writing it.
My wife shares no blood with me.
My wife shares no blood with me.
Self-loathing recluse, the only life you create when you and your cousin reproduce.
This is a reference to the Old Man Logan comic. Basically, it's the whole bunch of shit went down. Just a lot of... Let's just do the short end. A lot of shit went down. And a lot of nuclear war happened, and that nuclear radiation fucked with Hulk's head, and Banner's head, and Jennifer's head, and they Sweet Home Alabama didn't have kids. There you go. That's what he's referencing.
You were forced to work with the Soviets
This is Bruce Banner's original origin, because he was created around the Cold War.
and gave birth to your biggest terror. All the green that you've seen in your life came out of a print.
All the green you've seen in your life came out of a printing error. The Hulk was originally gray. But there's conflicting stories. Some of it is said that they made him green because it was a thing with the printing, and they had to make him green because gray was just not going to work. The color kept coming out fucked up, so they made him green. So that's what he's saying. It's a printing error. Another story was, I believe, they just didn't have enough time to keep making him gray, and over it was easier to make him green. So, might be both of the same story. Some people just kind of tell it differently. But, basically, that's what happened. It was a printing error, and they had to turn him green.
Error. What's this? There's beating in the Spectre's organs. I must leave you for more important work now. Call me Edward Norton.
Edward Norton left the role of the Incredible Hulk, but Mark Ruffalo's better at me. Mark Ruffalo's way better. But, Edward Norton left because he wasn't happy with the script. He wasn't happy with the direction they were taking him. He just wasn't happy in general, so he left. So he's saying, I'm leaving you more for important work. Call me Edward Norton. Get the punch.
As the rest of the world looks
built different. Society's mad because I'm built different. He's built different. He's built of multiple parts. Bring your puppies and watch Shield Witness. This is a reference to the dogs in the Hulk 2003 movie. My favorite Hulk movie, personally. And Shield, you know, Strategic Homeland, Intervention. I can't remember all that. I'm just the monster they made me. Came from the doc like I'm shady. Came from the doc like I'm shady. Slim Shady. Came from the Doctor as well. Like Slim Shady. Slim Shady came from Dr. Dre. The monster came from Dr. Frankenstein. They're the monster they made me. This is basically what Frankenstein's all about. Frankenstein was not a monster. It's just people saw him a monster and made him a monster. You like your rage, you can't control me. Bruce Banner cannot control his rage, but he has at times. You only turn green when you're envying Tony. That hurts. You flew to space because Ultron. Like a bitch. Natasha might still have been a widow because Black Widow's Natasha. Going off. Yes, there was a romance between those two in the MCU, not in the comics. She saw her future with you, but you couldn't take a hit. Yeah, Bruce dipped out of that shit, bro. Like, Bruce fumbled that bag, but at the same time, you gotta be worried about hulking out in the middle of sex, man. Like, or any type of relationship. He really is a ticking time bomb, so you get Bruce's side. Yes, Natasha fell from the edge in Endgame and died. And there's the Soul Stone. He's holding the Soul Stone.
Hauntingly horrific how your face resembles melted plastic.
I think that's what they used was melted plastic, didn't they? I can't remember what they used on the makeup back then.
I don't know how much damage is left to do before.
This is a reference to the Bride of Frankenstein. The bride was horrified when she saw him, and shit happened, man. You can't control Frankenweenie. Frankenweenie is another movie, I believe, made by Tim Burton. And he could be making a dick joke there. His face does kind of look like one of the Easter heads in Easter Island. Mr. Monster, do a monster mash. And Mr. Monster is the monsters as Frankenstein. Yes, he doesn't like lightning, and Hulk's like, I'm clapping thunder, you know, lightning and thunder. He's basically breaking it down. He's like, look, I save kids. You scare kids. Yes, Frankenstein is so big, he has 2 hearts to support his body. He says, so sad, you have 2 hearts, but nobody to share with. Because he got no bitches. Oh my god, that was great, man. 100 out of 10. That's my favorite Freshy battle, I believe. It's my favorite one. Who do I think won? I think Hulk beat the monster. But I think Dr. Frankenstein beat Banner. But I think Hulk got the monster. So, I gotta give it a tie. I gotta give it a tie right now. So, let me know who you thought won in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go check out Freshy Kanal. Or Freshy Kanal, my bad. Eric the Audible, Fight Marker, and Mr. Tibbs. Go check them out. Go show them some love. Go support this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. And as always, Hulk smash! I can't fuck up my desk. I'm sorry. See you in the next one.